way of live. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see it. Oh, somebody's watching already. I don't know who it is, but still. All right, so welcome. So my name is AndreaProeber with Great Expectations Realty, and I try every single Monday to go over different stuff that's happening in real estate and what's happening in Ocala, and just wanted to kind of go over that. So if you want to type something in and ask a question about real estate locally, now's your chance. It's free access without the nonsense to a real estate agent. Wow. So go ahead and type any questions you want in, or make any comments, or whatever you want to do. Today I have the new numbers for January from Stellar, which is our MLS system. So I have the 2021 residential stats for January. Active listings, we are down from January 2020. January 21, it was 50%. We're down exactly 50%. We have half as many listings now as we had a year ago. So that's pretty sad. Actually from December, which is kind of known for not having that many listings because everybody's celebrating holidays and stuff, we actually are down 14% from that. So that it's pretty sad when we have less listings in January than we do in December, but I'm not joking. It's a really, really hot market, so that's not exactly a shocker. As far as months of inventory, it can actually be counted in weeks. We have 8 weeks worth of inventory. That means if nothing else comes on the market in 2 months, essentially we would be out of houses. So kind of interesting. Average sales price is up 17% from January of 2020. That is a lot of money. That means if you've done absolutely nothing to your house, you just lived in it and you bought it in January of 2020, as of now, it's worth 17% more than what you bought it for. Pretty cool, right? I mean, that is crazy. Average sales price is at $331,356, so right above $300,000, which is definitely up from last year. So that's pretty cool. Pending sales from last year, we're at 15% more, 28% more than December. So kind of crazy there. And trust me, this is continuing on. Like, it's definitely continuing on. So let's see. January listings sold, we are up to 15% more actually closing or sold than January of last year. So average days on the market. So from January of 2020, so before the coronavirus and all of that, average days on market, we are 27% fewer days. So basically, as soon as you put something on the market, it is going to go. If you are not selling something that's on the market, then something is seriously wrong, because that's not happening. It is definitely not happening. I know for me personally, having any listings and stuff, we literally have to schedule the pictures, schedule the, get the brochures and flyers and stuff like that, and schedule the open house. And we literally have a week to get it advertised and stuff. And then it's just like torrential downpour of offers coming in. So it's kind of craziness. If that doesn't happen, if it's not like off the market by that weekend, then I've got to reevaluate something because something's not right. It's really kind of crazy. So all right, let's go ahead and take a look over to today and the market watch. I've got that 24-hour market watch on here. It comes up from Marion County. New listings, so exciting. 48 listings have hit the market within the last 24 hours, so that's pretty cool. Sadly, 70 have gone pending. So we're still kind of going in that opposite direction. We need to, get more on the market than comes off. But I've not actually seen that in about a year. So more and more as that happens, we're going to have fewer and fewer houses. And again, some of these, new listings that are coming on, those aren't just like houses. Those could be vacant lots. They could be rentals. They could be a lot of different stuff. So price increase, 25 different listings had a price increase in the last 24 hours. So obviously people are getting the memo. We had 4 expired. I would definitely question those as far as expired. That's, I mean, canceled, maybe something happened, you no longer want to sell your house. Okay, I can kind of see that, but expired, that means you've had your house on the market and it didn't sell. In this market, that's an issue. I would definitely consult a professional and see what on earth happened there. Sold, we've got 18, back on the market 9. So kind of interesting what's all going on there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the listings that actually did hit. We've got, like I said, 48. First listing that popped up is over $6 million over in Williston. So that's kind of nice. You know, it's a nice listing. It is over 5,000 square feet under heat and air. So living square footage, 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. I've got to click on this and take a look at it. Looks very cute. It doesn't look like it's like, you know, just, you know, crazy mansion or something like that, but it has over 430 acres. So this is definitely, you know, it's a thing. The property can be subdivided as well. So lots of options with that one. But, you know, if anybody's interested in a $6 million home with lots of privacy and acreage, we definitely have that. So heads up on that one. It looks like quite a few rentals are actually coming up. So that's actually kind of good news too. I know for us here, we definitely had a lot of rentals. Those have all pretty much rented out. We just had our property management meeting, literally finished like half an hour ago. And we were talking about how everything was pretty much rented up. We had a lot of rentals come up beginning of the year, and those are all pretty much gone. So kind of interesting. A lot of changes with the market. But yeah, there's another listing in Williston for almost $2 million. So Williston is like the champ today. I don't know what's up with that. Williston, I don't know. There's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath house over there that's 1.7 million. So again, if you guys want some $1 million houses and some acreage over in Williston, you know, hey, hit a girl up. Those are not my listings, just to give you a heads up, but you know, I can show them, I can sell them to you, no problem. Okay, so if you guys don't have any questions on the market, questions, comments, concerns, others? No? Okay. So I was going to talk about some of the stuff going on in Ocala besides real estate, because real estate is definitely happening. We've got those 20 new horses. I know it sounds like, you know, the live living horses. No, we are talking about the sculptures. If you've ever been in or around Ocala, Marion County, you have seen these beautifully painted, artistically designed horses in front of some random buildings or homes or whatever. So these artwork, these sculptures essentially, these are on display all throughout, and they are actually the property of, you know, whatever office or company or whatever. But we actually have 20 new ones throughout the county now. So those are being borrowed from the new owners. They've just been completed and had all their paint done and all of that, and they are absolutely gorgeous. They were over at the Riley Art Center over the weekend, but now they are getting moved over to, they're going to be over at Circle Square. So they're going to be outside for a morning over on March 1st. So you want to go and take a look at them in their natural environment, which is outside. And then they're going to be inside on display over there, I believe for the month, but I have to double check on that. But still, if you want to go and take a look at these gorgeous works of art that are going to be all over the county, instead of having to drive all over the county and see these 20 new artistic pieces, then you can go over to the Circle Square thing that's just over in right on top of the world, and they're going to be over there. So March 1st at 11 a.m. I am going to hightail it over there, get lots of pictures, because I am dying to see them and I do not want to have to trek all over Marion County. And also some of them are going to private collectors, I'm sure, so we will not have a chance to see them again. So get to see them while you can. Have you guys noticed Wanted by Woods Wednesdays is back? Yes! I don't know what happened for like a year. I couldn't find any of the Billy Woods videos, and I really miss them. I think they are hysterical, absolutely hilarious. He just, you know, I mean, it does help. It definitely helps. Like, you know, he talks about the most wanted person in Marion County for that week, what they did, what his thoughts of them are, which is the hysterical part. And then he asked for community support to bring this person in, or for them to, you know, turn themselves in. And it's interesting how many hits on Facebook he gets on that. So that is something, please, if you've not seen a Billy Woods Wanted by Wednesday video, please go ahead and look at it. You can go ahead and do it on YouTube as well. I think that's some of the older ones. I don't know if the new ones, for the last, I think only like 3 weeks he's been back at doing it, but I really love those. So definitely take a look. It's yeah, politically correct gone awry, but it's hilarious and I love watching it. And he's just, you know, very adamant with his feelings on the matters. Fort King historic landmark. The fort is going to have Heritage Skills Days. So if you have some homeschoolers or something like that, you can actually go down and they will actually do classes and stuff like that of what it was like back in the day when the fort was the fort. And they're actually going to recreate some of those skills. So I thought it was pretty cool. I definitely want to go out and take a look at it. But just wanted to share that with you. I have actually not been to the fort, and from what I understand, it's free to go. I've driven past like 6 times this week, and I have yet to actually pull in. But I want to take my daughter over there because I thought she would get kind of a kick out of it, and you know, check out some of the original history of Ocala before it was Ocala. So anyway, but that is over at the Fort King Historic Landmark over on Fort King Street, obviously. And they're going to be doing some of those life skills of the time. So basket weaving and stuff, I'm sure. Something else that is interesting is the Appleton Museum. You guys love the Appleton, right? I love the Appleton. They are doing free admission for the month of February on the weekends. So if you want to go on a Saturday or Sunday, check out the Appleton Museum. You can do that all month long. So a lot of artwork going on this month in Ocala. So kind of interesting there. Okay, so just blind curiosity over the weekend. I was actually curious in MLS to see what the most expensive listing that we have out there is right now. And it ended up being like just under $10 million. I'm going to have to, I actually emailed it to myself because I thought it was pretty darn cool. But is this house that it's got like all of these windows, just windows everywhere. I thought it was just the neatest looking house, and it was just, it's like 3 stories, and it was just windows from floor to ceiling on all sides, and it was really cool. It kind of reminded me of that movie. I cannot remember the name of it. It starts with a T. Anyway, it's the, you know, the vegetarian vampires in love, the teenage vampire, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, the vampires lived in that house that was like all wooded around it. And then it had, you know, these beautiful just glass everywhere. It was just so pretty. Loved the house. So yeah, I've seen that, and I just, yeah, so the Twilight, that's the movie, Twilight. So yeah, the Twilight movie in the house with all the glass, this is what it looks like. I'm not joking. It's so pretty. But it actually it's actually a working olive mill. It has all the equipment and everything there. And it has like 10,000 olive trees. I didn't even know we had olives here in Ocala. Is that sad? That's sad. It's actually an olive farm is one portion of it. It has obviously acres and acres and acres and acres. But the house itself was really cool. So I thought it was pretty nifty. So if anybody is looking for getting into olive farming, this is definitely the place for you. It is 8 bedrooms, 9.5 bathrooms. It's got 366 acres. It was built in 1978, which you can't really tell from the house. It is just a really unique house. And for somebody that looks at houses all the time, I love and appreciate unique. And it is definitely that. It is absolutely the coolest house I've seen in a while. So very cool. This one is going for $9.4 million, but that, if you were curious what the most expensive house in the MLS for Marion County is as of today's date, it is that one right there. It's over on Highway 326 So if you wanted to have an 8-bedroom house, it is currently available. And there are 57 pictures on there. So you can definitely see a lot. It's over in Clear Creek Farm. So anyway, if you were interested. Oh, and then, okay, so everybody's up in arms. I don't know if you've seen it on Facebook or anything like that, but all the realtors are like freaking out because Zillow is trying to get more of a stronghold into the real estate market, and kind of, you know, everybody thinks that they're trying to control the industry from behind the scenes, which they probably are. I mean, truthfully, if you could, you would, right? But yeah, everybody's up in arms because Zillow purchased Showing Time, or acquired. It was an acquisition. I don't know how they bought it. Anyway, so why is everybody freaking out about this? Okay, Showing Time is what realtors use to schedule their showings. So literally we can just, you know, put in, if you're listing the house, then you put in, you know, the details as to how to, you know, access it or whatever. Obviously it's not for general public. This is a realtor thing. It's an app basically. And what's really cool is when you're working with a buyer, you can literally say, okay, where do you want to be closer to? And they're like, well, I want to be within 15 minutes of my work. You can literally do 15 minutes to their work, and then like it'll do a radius and then have all the houses that fit in that area. Or you can put everything in your showing cart, not a shopping cart, a showing cart. So you can put a whole bunch of houses in there, and it'll arrange them all by your route, and then give you the route, and it'll actually share that itinerary with your buyer, and the buyer can decide yes or no on one or whatever. And there you go. It just basically is a great way to do showings. Why are the realtors freaking out about this so much? Because it means that Zillow is going to have access to what houses we show and when. Think about that. It's very scary. Is that accurate? Are they actually going to have that information? The Realtor Association, who's gotten loads and loads of phone calls about this and stuff, say no, they don't share with a third party, and you know, there's all this stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. We don't know. But it is just it's kind of creepy. It's definitely kind of creepy. They're going to know literally every time we schedule a house showing, Zillow is going to have that information. So kind of interesting to share that. My personal thoughts on Zillow, I've kind of got like a love-hate relationship with Zillow. I actually really do appreciate the fact that it allows the buyers to have access to the information. It lets them understand the industry a lot more. It's not just, well, just trusting whatever I have to say. They can actually go on Zillow and see the market. They can be an informed buyer. So that I really love. It's a lot more user-friendly. People can go on their phone and literally go house shopping at, you know, midnight or something. That I love about it. I absolutely love how they are bringing the average buyer into the process. So I love that. I absolutely love that. What I hate is that Zillow is not very fast at updating. I've actually, and sometimes it just is fluky as all get out. So I'll have like all of a sudden my phone is ringing off the hook of everybody under the sun calling me about a rental that's showing up on Zillow as available, and it was actually a rental that rented out like 7 years before and like had gotten sold, and it's like, and all of a sudden it's showing up as my listing and available. How do you get it off? Like there's nobody to call. Zillow does not answer their phone, and if they do, you're talking to an idiot. It is not fun. Their customer service leaves much to be desired. If you've ever had to call Zillow to try and get something fixed, it is a nightmare and a half. So I'm not a huge fan of that. So, you know, is Zillow trying to take over the real estate industry and take over the world? Maybe once they figure out their customer service. I'm not really as worried about it as maybe I probably should be. But, again, I have seen how many fluky issues have come up over the last decade and a half or whatever that I've been doing this. they may, you know, intend to do it, but their actual follow through leaves much to be desired. So I'm really not stressing on it. Many people want to try and take over the world domination and stuff, and there's no follow up. So I'm not too stressed about it. But some people are. So, you know, everybody's got to worry about something, right? This is not something I'm losing sleep over at all. If you've ever tried to call Zillow for customer service, you'll understand why I'm laughing. So, yeah, no, not so much. But I do like some things about Zillow, other things, no, just no. And I also really, am not a huge fan about, you know, the information they get on, Zillow is not as fast as MLS. So somebody will call me up and like, hey, I see this house on Zillow. You know, I let's go look at it. It's exactly what I want. And I'm like, yeah, that was on MLS and it pended like the next day. It's literally Zillow was like 3 days late with putting it as pending. So there's a whole bunch of buyers calling up going, oh, that's the house, and it's already long gone. So if you want like fast, you're going to have to go through your realtor. Or as Pete is on here and he's saying, what about Realtor.com? It is updated a little bit better because it's actually Realtor.com. It's actually through this MLS, but the fastest way is actually to call up your realtor and do an actual search in the MLS itself. Because we could do like a direct search. It's literally as another realtor is typing it in and hitting submit, we can get those results. It is real time. So Realtor.com, yes, absolutely. It does pull the information faster. Zillow is probably one of the slowest ones I've seen. And Trulia is actually owned by Zillow, so it's now basically the same at this point. But yeah, it is not, you know, it's great for analyzing the market and it's great for seeing what's out there and your opportunities and what price range and stuff. It's not that great for a specific, this is the house I want to buy. Not so great for that. Normally it'll work out okay, but in this market when things are just going super fast and you've got to like, you know, sometimes it's not the highest offer that's going to get the house, but sometimes it's the fastest. So you got to get a little quicker on your draw. So work with your realtor for that. Eventually maybe Zillow will get that figured out. I'm sure they're trying. But at this moment, it is a third-party website, so it's not going to be as fast as the other. So, you know, we still got the advantage there. You're welcome, Pete. Nice seeing you. But yeah, so that's basically what I saw on here for today. Sorry I wasn't here last week. It was like the first week that I did not do my Monday video in like forever, months probably. But I had an allergic reaction. So like I was all swollen. There was no chance I was getting contacts or makeup on. And I wasn't coming before you looking like something out of a scary movie. So I'm sorry. I just couldn't do it. I'm vain. I know. I just couldn't. I looked at my husband. I'm like, no. And he's like, no, ew, no. He's really sweet, really, I promise. But it was pretty bad. So I am allergic to my dog. I've had her for years and I love her. But every once in a blue moon, I forget or don't even think about it. And I pet her and then I touch my face and bad things happen. So anyway. It was bad, but we are all good now, and the dog is happy, and we're happy, and everything's fine. But yeah, last week's video just wasn't happening. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this, and this video will be put up onto our YouTube channel. If you've not gone there, go to youtube.com/Great Expectations Realty, and you will see not only this video every week, but you will also see all of the many other videos that we do talking about real estate, Ocala, Florida, family, friends, anything in between. And again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, just go ahead and hit me up. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.